Well, we knew today would be a difficult game. We knew it would be a difficult game. Eastern Michigan experienced one of the biggest turnarounds in the nation from 2 years ago to last season. Coach Verdi does a great job. They do a great job with the dribble motion, and we knew that coming in, and I felt like we came out and played a great first 10 minutes of the game at both ends of the court, taking away what they wanted to get. We controlled the rebounds early on. We got the shots that we wanted early on. We played at a pace that we expected to play at. And I remember looking up at the clock, and I think it was maybe 15-8 or 17-8, and at that moment, you could just kind of feel our girls relax and become complacent, is the word that I would use. And it was the early lead was the worst thing that could have happened to us. And that seems a little weird to say, but we are just not yet at the point this season that we really know how to handle all those situations. And I felt like today that when we kind of got up and the bench was involved and the emotion was good and we had some good combinations on the floor, and then we just kind of got up and we started cutting corners and we didn't do the things that we did for the first 10 minutes of the game. So it's just a sign of a team that hasn't played. This isn't a squad that's played together a lot, in the big picture. We've got 5 or 6 freshmen playing a lot of minutes. We've got our seniors who, even Vicky, who's sitting here with me, she's a new part to this team, and so we're learning how to mesh that together still. But then all of a sudden, I just defensively, we didn't do what we should have been doing the last 10 minutes of the first half. And that just changed the entire complexion of the game. At halftime, I remember going in, and we had, I think we were 2 for 6 or 3 for 6 from the free throw line, and they were 10 for 13, which automatically shows you who the aggressors were in the first half. There were some things statistically. We had 11 turnovers at halftime, and 6 of them were from our post players. And that just cannot happen. It just can't happen. And so anyway, I was proud of the girls that defensively, that's what, it was kind of like the Tulsa game for us about 2.5 weeks ago. Defense got us out of the hole, got us a little bit of a lead, but even then you just still have surprises that happen every now and then. And that was my comments to the team just now in the locker room, is that we can't be that team that once we get a little bit of a lead that we relax. We've got to keep the foot on the accelerator and press to widen that lead and get that gap going and just continue to do the details. And proud of the girls. I felt like we were the better team, especially here at home, but I don't think we necessarily played like that the entire time. And as a result, we made it more dramatic than it should have been. So there's the opening statement.
Vicki, could you talk about how tough that is to avoid getting complacent when you build up that lead and it looks like you guys may lose?
Yeah, I think it's something that it really comes down to your defensive intensity. As far as being complacent, it's one of those things you can't ever get comfortable. And I think sometimes we think, we're scoring offensively, that's going to keep us in the game, and it's not. And so it's just always having that mentality that the defense is what's going to win us the game, and if you let go on defense for 1 second, they're going to go on a 12-3 run, something crazy. So, yeah.
Coach, we've talked about defense creating offense. Seems like a lot this season. Could you talk about that again tonight and how it looked like every time you guys were able to get things going on the offensive end, you were always getting steals and blocks and stuff on the defensive end?
I thought today, I just have little snapshots that are in I got a little photographic memory going on of different little moments. Like I remember Faith had a very productive 10 minutes that she played for us. Faith had 8 points and 3 rebounds on 3 for 3 shooting, when she came in. But I remember Faith pulling just a gorgeous defensive rebound that she just got up from everybody, but then she's in a hurry. So she went to kind of make a dribble outlet with it. Well, there's 3 green jerseys around her and we lost it, Jaden got a great steal at the top of our zone defense, and, credit to number 24 who's fast as lightning, but, she just came right around the outside and took it from Jaden, and just little moments like that of not being aware of what's going on around you and how your good play that you just made, you immediately cancel it out, if you don't value the basketball and that you don't take care of it. I was really happy with the balance that we tried to keep switching it back and forth, going from our zone to our man. I was really happy with some things that we did in our zone, because I think we were there for a while when we were playing in our man, just to kind of get back into it. we just weren't taking away driving angles, and we were just kind of hoping that we weren't going to foul them and that we might pull the rebound. It didn't really feel like we were in control of what we were trying to do defensively, and I felt like we took control when we went back into the zone and we hit some pockets and kind of pushed their tempo a little bit. But so yeah, it's got to happen at the defensive end, and we're one of those teams that our offense is directly proportional to our defense. You know, when we're getting clean stops and we're getting clean rebounds and we're advancing the ball well, we score. We score offensively. You know, it's a game in the low 60s today. You know, we didn't shoot a great percentage, but I like the shots that we got. But again, it has to. I don't think we don't have a loss on our record where we played good defense. You know, it's just not happened to us yet. It's just directly proportional. So.
Could you talk about their half-court press? It seemed in the second half to cause a lot of problems.
Well, I just think it speeds us up, and when our I keep putting the words together, freshman ball handler. It sounds like I'm only talking, but I think with Jordy and Jaden and Jordan, who were the ones that the ball was predominantly in their hand coming up. Jaden was too cautious. You know, she got a 10-second count one time. Jordy is too aggressive. You know, I feel like it's kind of the three bears. You know, once the porch is too hot, it's too cold, just right. And credit to Jordan Doyle, she was just right today. I felt like she did a lot of really good stuff for us. The first 12 minutes of Jordan's play for us in this game, that's why we were so clean offensively. I thought she looked like a sophomore today for those first 10 or 12 minutes, and then she got in foul trouble, you know, with some things happening defensively. But, you know, when it's clean with those three ball handling guards, if they get us into a good offensive possession, it's going to be a clean offensive possession, you know. And so the press, that's on us. You know, a lot of today, the ugly moments, you know, Eastern Michigan is a good team, but we've got to learn how to handle those situations, you know. And so a lot of that stuff we as a program have to take responsibility for. So.